purl two together through the back loop is a left-leaning one-stitch decrease, often used on the wrong side of your fabric, but sometimes used on the right side, usually in a purl section. The purl two together through the back loop looks exactly like a knit two together through the back loop, but it's the reverse side of it. So here I have purl two together through the back loop, and here is a section of knit two together through the back loop. And as you can see, on the wrong side of the fabric, they are barely noticeable. But if I turn the fabric over, here are my knit two together through the back loops, and here are my purl two together through the back loop, and they look exactly the same. I'm going to demonstrate purl two together through the back loop Continental style first, and then I'll show you English style. So first thing you want to do is bring your yarn forward, as you always do when you purl. And working purls through the back loop is a little tricky because you actually have to go in underneath the stitches. So we're going to do two together. So we're going to insert our right needle tip. We're going to go between the second and third stitch and then up through the bottom of the second stitch and the first stitch together, like that. And bring your needle tip out to the front of the needle, not back here behind the needle. So we're going to go in under the second stitch and up through the first stitch as well. Now we have our yarn in front, so we're in a perfect position to purl like normal. So you're going to wrap your yarn and purl those two stitches together and then slide them off the needle. And I'll show you that again. So go underneath the second stitch and up through the first and second stitch together, then purl them together and slide them off the needle. Doing the purl two together through the back loop English style is exactly the same as doing it Continental, but it looks a little different since you're using the other hand to hold your yarn. So bring your yarn forward first, and remember to always bring it forward between the needles. Don't accidentally take it out here outside the needle. So between the needles, bring the yarn forward, insert your working needle into the second stitch from the bottom and come up through the second stitch and the first stitch at the same time. Then wrap your yarn just like you normally do when you purl and bring it through those two stitches and then slide them off the needle. One more time. Insert your needle underneath the second stitch from behind, and it does help to bring your stitches up onto the tip if they're tight, so you have a little more room to get into them. Okay, up through the second stitch and the first stitch at the same time. Then wrap your yarn like you normally do to purl and slide them off the needle. And that's purl two together through the back loop.